I recently engaged some persons on, and I'm just going to just be touching it, just the surface of it, for a little, because it's after 10, so you have to watch the time and we have work tomorrow. So, but the whole matter of father hurt is a topic I've been looking at very closely. Hi, good night, Marie Allen. Father hurt is a topic I've been exploring, as I said, just for a while now, and I don't know what is your take on it, father hurt. So I may put out to us what causes fathers to hurt? What causes fathers to hurt? Anybody want to chime in on that right there? So what causes fathers to hurt? Yeah, man. Bless up, Sister Maxine and Douglas. Yeah. What causes fathers to hurt? And you might wondering, what am I coming off? Father, where has this dropped from out of the blue? First, you were introducing your channel, and all of a sudden you got to talking about that. Well, the truth is, I, since, November is Parent Month in Jamaica, and since this topic has been put out, Fathers Rise, Lead and Be Wise, I have been taking a second look at our fathers. And I remember thinking to myself, what is it that is causing our fathers not to be able, some of them at least, to rise, lead, and be wise? Yes, and yeah, man, drink up a champagne, yes, Maxine Garden Douglas, what you mean? Yeah, and the thought came to me that, and it wasn't a thought. I had a discussion specifically with a father, and the discussion really was originally of a celebratory nature. I was bigging him up and saying, boy, me hear how good you do with your daughter, and me just want to say kudos to you, and so on and so on. It so happened that I don't know how we ventured into starting to talk about his experiences before he became a father. And it's like immediately the Lord touched me and said, see, you need to do something on that topic, father hurt. And I wrote it down immediately. And I want to encourage us, those of us who are listening and those who will listen, let us make it a practice. When the Lord talks to us, when you're having a discourse and something in it jumps out at you, write it down. Have a little notepad. One little one can fit into your pocket and write things down. That is how the idea of takeaways came about. Now remember, and listen to what I used to console myself and encourage myself into the habit of writing things down. I told you my father, who I overheard saying, but separate and apart from that, the Bible was written. God Himself endorsed writing. So come on, people, may we get with it. Writing is the way to go. So yeah, man. So this gentleman now, he started speaking to me, and so I bring it to you. What is causing fathers to hurt? What is causing fathers to hurt? What makes fathers hurt? And just tonight, I was thinking about the topic again. Father hurt. Just tonight, I was thinking about the topic, father hurt. And I mean, something so profound came out to me that it is not only quote unquote bad fathers or fathers who are failing to father in a way that will impact their children positively who are hurting, good fathers are hurting too. It's like, I don't know where this start, God through the Holy Spirit. It's like me hear him say, look upon me and your father, don't? It's like he's a good father. And it's like, he's such a good father. And so often he had to say to the children of Israel, you want to break my heart, Thank you, Darren. Thank you very much, Darren Douglas. Yes. Mate per that Wi-Fi, yes. And I will maximize. Thank you very much. Yes. And I'm telling you that, I start to think and I'm like, good fathers are hurt too. And they're hurt. All right, so let me not mix in the issues. So what is causing fathers to hurt? Good fathers are hurting. Yes, and they are hurting because they have been disappointed by their children. That's one of the reasons why fathers are hurting. So, all along I was thinking that probably in my mind, bad fathers alone have been hurting because they were in a bad situation and they are carrying the hurt, and the hurt is transferring to their children. But it's not them alone. Good fathers are hurt too. Good fathers are hurt who has missed them children disappoint them. Good fathers are hurt whose female partners not appreciative of them. Another category of men I thought of as hurting are fathers who alright, so you have some fathers who in their mind and, and they are convinced of this, that they are doing the best. They thank you very much, Sister Maxine Carter. Yes. That in their mind, they're convinced that they are doing the best. In fact, under the circumstances of how they were trained and so on, what happened? They might do the best they can do, but and it's not. Remember, you know, sometimes your best is not the best, you know. Your best sometimes is not the best. So we say that sometimes we say the best is good enough, but sometimes you're the best way you exposed to, you need to go and learn and relearn the best still. But he's doing his best, and for some reason, the woman who is the recipient and the children who are the recipient cannot see it that way, and they are just not appreciative, and it leaves him to hurt. So let me weighing on what Miss Mary Allen is saying here. She says good fathers really do hurt, especially when they have a desire to want to do more for children and just excellent. It's like you were listening into a session I was having recently. Very important. You know who else are, and I'm just harping on what she has said. You have some fathers who they might do not just the best they can do, but it is a good best. Understand where we are going with this? And they really want to do more for them children and the female who is in their life. And for whole heap of reasons they can't consider now in COVID here, where some of them have lost their jobs. And you know, so much is dependent on them. And when they find that I cannot, good night. Bless up with the topic, sir. The topic for the night is dealing with father hurt. Father hurt. Why are fathers hurting? Not even dealing with it, because dealing with it is a whole different kettle of fish. Just why do fathers hurt? So we just leave it right this of it tonight. And I am saying to you that, yeah, they want to do more, some of them genuinely, but so many things are barring them. You know, so this is so interesting. And I must tell you that, boy, fathers are hurt. You know, in a session I heard listened into recently, you know, the persons were saying the fact is hurt is a common part of human experience. And so because of that, you know, whether it is a father, a child, a daughter, we all hurt. And it's the whole matter of am I still hurting because of my hurt that sometimes creates challenge? And then so now would have to start talking about what? How to deal with it, but I'm not venturing there tonight. I remember saying what is causing fathers to hurt. So I say good fathers hurt. They hurt because of disappointment from their children. Them children don't live up to them expectations. They pour out them all in the child or the children, and they just have not. And I use the example of God and the children of Israel. God and the people in the days of Noah, when God, the Bible says it cut him to him heart when him see how wicked man is as a father. Me like how Mary Alina chime in. Keep on the page with me. Yes. So she says some mothers also contribute to father hurting. Oh, wow. One of the times, you see, one of the situations that create a lot of father hurt is separation. Thank you very much, Mary Allen. Like she read my notes also, you know? Yeah, yeah, because sometimes you have the father is a good father, but he is not a good partner. I know I might get into a lot of trouble when other people start looking at this live, you know? And I'm not coming to you from a very informed position in terms of I have books I'm reading from and I'm quoting. I don't have any of that tonight, right? So just bear with me. But yeah, sometimes when you have a separation happening, what do you have happening? You have the mother no no what is that brainwashing the children against the father, and it leads to so much hurt. Thank you very much for such a strong point, Mary Allen. So guys, it's a lot of things. Another thing I thought of, because I wrote these things on numbers never come, because as I said, me just realized that we can't do the live thing here by YouTube, because I've been trying for a while, it wasn't working. So this is just an impromptu. But look here, another set of fathers who hurt. You have father hurt happening when so the father's hurt sometime in father hurt. The hurt is born by the fathers. But sometimes the hurt, and we are giving reasons for it, right? But sometimes the hurt, and she gave some good points, right? So the father hurt when he's a good father, he's not appreciated. The father hurt when he's a good father and the children are not living up to expectations. The father hurt when he's a good father. Blessing Daphne Kevin. May Jesus keep me near the cross. Please continue to pray that prayer there over me. Sister Daphne Campbell, please, that he may keep me near the cross. May I tell you that. Thank you very much for that prayer. Yes, endorsing it 100%. Yes, and we're looking at the whole matter that he hurts also when he's pouring out his all, which might not be his best because he is not a good partner, but a good father, and the children are being told all this. They are poisoned by the mother and that rigmarole. And then you also have the situation where the children bear father hurt. Sometimes children bear father hurt when the father died tragically. You see that? Sometimes because the father is removed, a good father, even a poor father is removed. Because when he's removed tragically and he's a poor father, there is no hope of reconciliation. No, so. And then now you look at the whole matter also of when he is a bad father, yes, so a bad father removed, tragically, no hope of reconciliation. A good father removed, my God, look how many things he's going to be missing, right? So sometimes it's the children or the child who's bearing this father hurt. And you also have, we look at it that sometimes, the father hurt also comes on when the father is an absent father, so the children are made to be fatherless. That means the man is alive, but he doesn't want to have anything to do with the children. I read up an article recently where a gentleman, a very prominent gentleman between Jamaica and the diaspora, and he said, he actually sent me an email, and I found it so interesting. He said, God, Marie, if you do that topic, your father earth. The man said it was not until he was 20 that he learned who his father was. And he learned after prodding his mother, because he was raised with his mother's parents. And he went prod, and I mean, I know sometimes the children bear father earth when they want to know the father and the mother and with all the information that I want next thing. Where sometimes it's not even so the man would reach out, but there was a sour breakup between the parents, but the father has reached a place now where he's ready to be involved. But the mother, holding it, and we hear about that. It's like a further manifestation of the negativity coming on from the mothers. Yes, and he said when he finally got the chance to stand in front of his father, him father said to him, mother, where can him come to me for? Them big already, them make it past the worst. You can imagine that. That is like that lick there. You know, man? No, it's like a soul lick. Yeah, man. And it so happened that so they were not able to reconnect with their father, but luckily for them, they had other male figures, father figures who had stood up for them. So we find the children also, as I said, experiencing father hurt when there's a tragic removal of the father, a good or a bad father, when there is absence of the father, absence in terms of, as I said, there, no, not there at all, not interested, as in the scenario I just cited, as well as the present absent, which me think is rather worse than the absent, because in my estimation, and I think what happens with the present absent, I will go and harp on it, we're going to cover up a little bit, that sometimes, and I'm watching my time, I'm not going over 10:30 in Jesus' name, I'm not going over 10:30. Sometimes what we find happening is that this father things weren't going well. And so he's now feeling dejected and low, and he's like, um, me can't meet the needs of my children, financial. They need things that need to be bought and I can't purchase it, financial. And so he leaves because he says, I cannot do my fatherly roles. But fathers, I don't know why this is freezing, but it is freezing. Yeah, fathers, I want to say to you, and I'm just a child. Think of me as coming from the child perspective, saying it to you. That the children needed to stand up, and I will definitely have to continue this series, to look at what is happening with the it's sticking. I don't know what's happening. But I will definitely have to cover about how to deal with fatherhood in another forum, because fathers, children need you, man. Children need you. Sorry for that. The glitches and these technological devices. I'm really trying to sort out a good set of technological devices. And if anybody have any information you can share with me on that, I'm really looking to get a good set. Because since this is something I'm going to be venturing into, I know I have to, get myself equipped with the right things. Yeah, man, but brethren, I must tell you, I say brethren because I say sisters and misters, same thing, Father Earth is a real thing. And thank you, God. Another way that fatherhood manifests itself is sometimes you have a very excellent father. He's there, he's present, he's available. You can call on him, you can talk to him. He wants to hear from you. He gives you of his time. You see, say you have him full attention, he's there. But somewhere along the line, you did something. Let us quote it from that side. And he had to reprimand you seriously. And the reprimand was as such that it caused physical harm, or the reprimand left an emotional scar. And sometimes you are bearing father hurt for a good father. So, this is something that I really believe must be spoken about. That sometimes why our fathers may not be able to do what they have been called to do as fathers is because them bearing hurt, and that this hurt may not only be felt by the father but also by the children. I want to just prick in a very ticklish kind of topic right here, so now where sometimes cause father hurt and then we're going to lift it right there so and close the live. Sometimes father hurt is caused, and I'm going to even touch it, make it stay. Make it stay. Yes, and I come back again, I'm going to touch it. But you start thinking about the topic. What are some of the things, that cause father hurt? And I'll be excited to hear from you. I know you're supposed to, if this operates just like Facebook, you can still leave your comments after the live, and I will look at it to decide, what slant probably you want me to take in another session. Mary Ellen says, some fathers know only how to be there financially or otherwise, but that emotion is not there. Sometimes causative, yes. And so that is why I originally said that what sometimes the father is doing his best, but it is not the best. And so for any role we are playing, my time is winding down nicely, and I'm stopping at 10:30. For all of us who are on this live and those who will listen afterwards, I want to say to us, we must keep our minds open to say whatever role I'm called to play. One, I must have mentors. I must have people who have held this role already, are honest enough to be vulnerable to say how they have fallen and how they bounce back. I must have guides if I'm going to be good at something. So it is no different for a father. And forums like these, we have to have them because we have to now say, what is it that could be causing this landslide of failure with such a critical group of people in the world? Yeah, man. Could it be that they are hurting? Thank you for joining me. Tavia'sDailyTakeaways. live edition. Thank you for being on my debut. God bless you. God bless you.